I started hearing bullets and just more bullets. It just carried on. And I was nervous and I was kind of like scared because all the action was coming towards me.
A community in mourning from Levelland to Lubbock and across Texas, and tonight neighbors describe hearing all kinds of violence during the deadly SWAT standoff. Good evening, everybody. I'm Brian Mudd.
I'm Lauren Motter. Heavy hearts, too, as we remember fallen officer Sergeant Josh Bartlett killed during yesterday's standoff in Levelland that also left 4 other officers wounded. A procession escort in the SWAT commander's honor is happening tomorrow at noon, and KAMC Laura Laughead joins us now with details on that and, of course, the latest in the deadly SWAT situation.
Brian and Lauren, behind me right now, you can see Sergeant Bartlett's patrol car. It's draped in black and covered in flowers. It is a growing memorial tonight, and funeral arrangements for him are still pending. And you can show your support for him and his family tomorrow as he'll be escorted from South Plains Forensic Pathology and then go to Rest Haven Funeral Home. And the residents of the neighborhood where Bartlett was killed also sending support to his family tonight, and they recall harrowing scenes as they watch the deadly situation unfold.
It's a terrible feeling in my heart that this had to happen. My heart is broken. My heart is broken.
A community still shaken in the aftermath of Thursday's standoff. For more than 10 hours, this neighborhood transformed into a tense and tightly locked down SWAT scene.
I was nervous and I was kind of like scared because all the action was coming towards me.
Some neighbors were forced to evacuate their homes. Residents like Roberta Munoz, who took this video, were trapped inside by the gun battle going on a few doors down.
We actually got barricaded into our home about 3 o'clock, and we were no longer allowed to exit our homes, be in our front yards. I shelter my kids pretty much, and this isn't something I would want them to experience. Unfortunately, I wasn't given that option.
The standoff ended at around 11:30 Thursday night when officers were able to force the suspect, 22-year-old Omar Soto Chavira, out of the house where he had barricaded himself. A cashier at the nearby Tobacco Express Liquors knows Chavira, and she says he had been acting strangely for a month.
He just came in here, he kept on calling himself a demigod and said that we were his followers. He just kept on saying that he was God. We knew he wasn't right mentally.
DPS also gave insight into what neighbors saw Chavira doing in the moments before the violence started.
It seemed like he was acting weird, that he was kind of walking around and laying down on the ground, leading up into this situation.
DPS says the Texas Rangers are now taking over the investigation, with other agencies helping.
I'm just glad that the law enforcement and the state police and the SWAT team, they took care of the problem.
A tragedy like this happens, and we really appreciate everybody coming together to assist, not only the family of Sergeant Bartlett, but, his family in blue also.
Now, officials couldn't give us a timeline for how long exactly this investigation will last, but they did say it would be lengthy. And in the meantime, if you want to support Sergeant Bartlett's family, you can follow along with the route for his procession, starting on 202 Avenue Q and then ending at Rest Haven on 19th Street. Again, that's at noon tomorrow. Reporting from the Lubbock County Sheriff's Office, I'm Laura Laughead, KAMC News.